As I shared in the last video, we went and on our trip out of Africa, actually read Isaac Denison's book, Out of Africa, while we were in Africa. Well, before I contracted malaria, that is, because I was sitting with malaria in an ambulance Land Rover for 3 hours on roads out of Africa that really honestly had no business being called roads, but I digress. TB samples were sitting in a Coleman cooler in the back beside our luggage, and just ahead of that were our 4 kids with my husband doing mental math. We weren't assured that day that the flight would take off. It was possibly going to be canceled by the Ghanaian government because of a strike. A driver left us at the tiny airport with 6 backpacks, 6 pieces of luggage, and 4 children, and told us to wait 4 hours in a 10 by 10 space. Can you imagine? Digestive cookies and watered down orange juice were what we had. And we had a lot of great conversations with others as we were sitting in the airport, hoping very much that Ebola hadn't landed here either. And we did a lot of mental math. On that trip, our 13-year-old watched a code on a child in pediatric rounds. Our 9-year-old sat in a church service for almost 3 hours. And all of that church service in Mampruli, not in English, of course. Our 5-year-old at the time scraped 400 dead bugs, he said, off his bed every single night with a cloth. And he still got up the next morning, and we still hung out with the kids, played a lot of soccer, aka football there, of course. We played a lot of ball, and we met and encouraged a lot of families that had been there for quite some time. They did all of that because of a why that they didn't even fully understand yet, but they might have felt it from us. Here's the line that I came back to at the end of that trip, and I believe it's true for every first-year homeschool mom watching this right now. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the triumph over it. This is what your first year of homeschooling is going to ask from you. Not the absence of doubt, not the absence of fear, but the willingness to move forward anyway, because your why is bigger than your fear.